Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my day 2 predictions of the November meeting at the Cheltenham Festival. Today was quite a good day. In the end we had 2 winners and we had a good place as well. We had Do It For The Village that won with us for Paddy Brennan and Paul Henderson. It was a very good performance in the end, travelled very nicely and saw out the job well, finishing about 13-2 in the end, so that was a good performance there. We also backed Finian's Oscar as well at evens, and in the end it was quite a close race with Move With The Times for Paul Nicholls, and at the last Paul Nicholls' horse got a very good jump in, but then Finian's Oscar really responded really well for pressure by Bradley Cooper, and that was a good performance considering the horse is still very young and also as well was giving away £8. And then also as well we had Tintern Theatre, which put in a good run. A lot of market support just before the off. We managed to get a 20-1 last night, finished in 4th place in the end, and maybe could have won coming down the home straight. It was a little bit hampered at one point, but I'm not complaining there. It was a good bulb run, and at 20-1, that's not too bad there. We did have a non-runner today with Cause of Causes, and we backed the favourite in cross country at Cheltenham. In the end, it didn't do so well. It fell, and at least that horse was okay, because I do know that there was a fatality in that race. So that was sorry to hear that, really, for connections there. That was not good there. I managed to see that horse in that race, and I think I know the one that was fatally injured, because the way it landed, it just didn't look very good at all, and yeah, it was very nasty fall there. And up for the day was Callet Mad. Never really looked like winning coming down the home straight in the end. It had travelled pretty well really in the race, and then when it came to the business end, just kind of didn't have any more to produce and find under pressure. I'm not really sure what went wrong. Maybe there was something not quite right with the horse, but that's racing. Sometimes it does happen, things like that. And we did Ordovassi as well for the Skeltons. Again, that was probably our disappointment of the day. Never really got into the race. Was travelling quite wide throughout by Harry Skelton, but in the end it never lived up to its other rivals. I think it was Magic Dancer that won that race in the end. So all in all, it wasn't a bad day one to kick us off with the November meeting at Cheltenham. Also as well, thanks to our new subscribers, we're nearly at 100 now. We just need 5 more to get to that target, which I started at the beginning of the year. We started in March, and I didn't know anyone, or didn't really know what I was going to do when I created this channel, how it was going to go, and to get 100 subscribers, I'm pretty happy with that nearly, but obviously I still need 5 more to make that happen. So if you're a regular watcher and you haven't done so already, please subscribe, because it really does help me get more opportunities to help me become what my dream job is, what I want it to be, is to be a horse racing journalist. So the more subscribers and the more business I get, the better. So thank you very much for that. But I'm going to be getting stuck into day 2 of the November meeting at Cheltenham, and we're going in the 1240 here with a horse called Gumball. Now I know it's the odds-on favourite at the moment, 10-11 on, trained by Philip Hobbs, and Richard Johnson takes a ride. They teamed up last year in this race for Definitely de Soy, and that went on and had a very good campaign last season. This horse Gumball has done very nicely on its 2 starts already over hurdles in this country, and last time out put in a good performance at Chepstow, and their second has since gone on to win listed race, so the form is pretty strong there, and I think this is definitely the one to beat tomorrow. And I thought 10-11, that wasn't a bad one to get us off there. The second selection is then in the 1:15, and we're going with a horse here called Ballyoptic, put in a very good performance to win on its chase debut at Exeter, beating the likes of Elegant Escape for Colin Tizard. That had some good form behind Maya Storm, and Maya Storm went on to win last week at Market Raisin, so that might be a very strong piece of form. And the way that he jumped at Exeter seemed to suggest that the way he went round and the more he jumped, he got the hang of it, and he really looked very progressive, and the time actually wasn't that bad in the end. So yeah, I think he could go very well tomorrow, and I think he is the one to beat. I managed to get him at 11-8. He has been backed into 5-4, and I bet he'll be continued to be supported tomorrow. So that's the second selection there. The third selection then sees us go to the 150, and we're going with Minella Rocco here. Definitely likes Cheltenham, finished second in the Gold Cup this year. Barry Geraghty takes the ride for John Jono and the JP McManus colours. It will be given a lot of weight tomorrow, I know it well. It's 5-1 at the moment, but it has given away a lot of times before and still run very well. It definitely will stay the trip. It's a very good stout stayer, very gritty performer. and I thought really tomorrow at the current price of 5-1, that wasn't a bad one to be getting stuck into there. So that's going to be the third selection tomorrow, and hopefully that one can come in for us there. The fourth selection is in the 225, and the horse that we're going for here is Guitar Pete. Now a lot of bookmakers will be paying out quite a lot of places tomorrow, so shop around for the best odds and the most places if you wanted to do this one each way. But Guitar Pete is currently 16-1. It won the bet 365 handicap chase at Weatherby last time. Very good style. Of course, a bit of a lower mark, has been raised £7 for that victory, but the way it won last time for Nicky Richards and Ryan Day taking the ride again using his £3 claim, I thought I had a very good chance really. And Guitar Pete as well has been known to be a very progressive horse of late, and he definitely did it last time out, winning and confirming that at Weatherby, and I still think there's a lot more improvement to come from him. And I thought 16-1 with some bookmakers paying 6 places, that wasn't a bad one to be getting into there. So that's probably the next best on the card I would suggest tomorrow. I'll give you my nap in the next few selections. After that race it then is the 3 o'clock, and we're going with a horse here called Dell Arca, trained by David Pipe, who's got very strong form in November as usual. This horse won last time out, ridden by Tom Scudamore at Newbury. I was there at Newbury that day, backed it 10-1, travelled through the race very comfortably. It reopposes Thomas Campbell again, where 2 runs ago they met at Cheltenham, and even though it did finish quite a way, it did run on very well in that race. And even though Thomas Campbell would have been raised, probably the gap in the weights is still the same, but I just thought Dell Arca might have needed those couple of runs, and I think it could go very well. It's also got some good record at Cheltenham as well, so I thought 7-1 wasn't a bad price there to be getting stuck into, at least from the each way angle. So that's the selection in the 3 o'clock. We then go to the nap of the day in the 3:30 with a horse called Stamp Your Feet, trained by Tom George. Barry Garrity takes the ride in the JP McManus colours again. This horse finished second at Aintree last time behind a horse called Bags Groove, I should say, for Harry Fry, and we backed Bags Groove that day at 7-1 at Aintree. Final SP was 3-1. It then since went on and won at Kempton earlier in the week from a very unlikely position. It looked like it was coming to be beaten, really coming down the home straight. Wasn't. One of the more prominent people in the race and was very good in the end in victory and was very gritty, and I thought Bags Groove showed a lot of improvement that day, so it definitely bumped into a good horse there for Harry Fry. And I thought 9-1 tomorrow, this horse Stamp Your Feet could definitely take another major step again in improvement. So that's the nap for tomorrow. Stamp Your Feet around about 9-1 at the moment. The last race of the day is in the 4 o'clock in the listed bumper, so very competitive race, a lot of good stables represented, but I'm going with the favourite here. It's called Out of This World. It's trained by Harry Fry and Noel Feely, and this combination had a very good bumper winner last week at Wincanton when I was there doing their social media work. I saw the horse and it was very good, and they've got some good records in these kind of races in the bumpers, and I thought Out of This World at 11-4 tomorrow could go very well for that combination. So that's the last to round off the second day of the November meeting. Hopefully we can have another good day tomorrow with some winners there. Also as well, let us know your predictions for tomorrow. If you've got any good fancies, let me know in your comments box below. Also as well, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check us out on Twitter at LuckyLadies15, same on Facebook. Gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.